Hello, hello, my crafty friends. I always forget to hit that unmute button and then I just start talking. How is everyone's Wednesday going? Mine has been a busy one, but a good one. So, um, I forget who said in the comments during our live chat on Monday that um, from using the color cube cards, I should use some Christmas colors. So I went through my color cube, just the first box, and I pulled out a few um, cards that had some Christmas images on them. Not necessarily what you would think of as Christmas colors. For example, this one, number 173. I love that. That's beautiful. I mean, they're all beautiful palettes, but I think when we think of Christmas, traditionally people think of red and green. So I thought these were some nice palettes to choose from. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to use pattern paper or stencils or I don't know. But I thought I would start a poll. Let's wait for a few more minutes. Let some more of our crafty friends get here. But then let you guys choose. Sorry, let you guys choose which card to use. So there's this one is number 169. And so the colors here are a dark blue, teal, black, charcoal, and auburn. So those are pretty. I like those. Then the next choice will be card number 173. And the colors on this one are artichoke, apricot. How do you say it? I say apricot. Chestnut, seafoam, and salmon pink. And then our third option is card number 180. And then this is teal, seafoam, white smoke, scarlet, and burgundy. So those are going to be what you choose from. And let me say welcome to all my friends. Hello, Gloria, Teresa, and Jana. Welcome, my friends. Thank you for being here. Um, so I'm trying to figure out what to do. What to do, what to do. I may be able to take a little extra time today and play. I'm not sure. My husband is supposed to have a meeting this afternoon, and it might go long. Um, he said it might go into dinner time. So if it does, then I have extra time to play. Hi, Carmen. Welcome, my friend. So I've been super busy yesterday and today doing some design team work. I also had a video go live today on the 12 by 12 cardstock shop channel. And I did on my channel an unboxing of the papers I got from them. So um, I got some fun papers. I'm really liking the cardstock from 12 by 12 cardstock shop. It could be that I got like the specialty papers. That's probably why I love them. But I got some of their regular cardstock, their Encore, the first round that I worked with them, and that was really good, really easy to cut, especially using my Cricut. Because sometimes I find that the cheaper cardstocks, like the Recollections, just doesn't cut well. And when I cut with theirs on my Cricut, it cut beautifully the first time, the first pass. It is nice when I get a little time to craft. Um, right? So Gloria's talking about my unboxing video I did today. And so I unboxed a bunch of the cardstock I got from the 12 by 12 cardstock shop. And I had gotten some matte foil, some glitter, some holographic. But I also ordered what was called the Assorted Imperfect Pack. And it was a pack, I think, of 25 sheets of cardstock. just different cardstocks that they put in there. Some glitter, some regular cardstock, some, I'm trying to remember, um, foil, a a ton of different, even some vellum. And on most of them, it was hard to even tell what the imperfection was. There were like 2 that you could see the clear bend in the paper where it had gotten bent on one corner. But the rest, I mean, I think one of the glitter cardstocks had a notable imperfection that I think I pointed out. But the rest, I mean, and even that, it's easy to work around because for glitter cardstocks and the foil cardstocks, what I see crafters like myself tend to do a lot with those is die cut with those. And so you die cut in an area where that imperfection isn't, and you're good to go. It's not that big a deal. So let me start that poll, guys. I forgot I was going to do a poll. So I'm going to start it and give you guys. Um, I should probably start a timer because I always say I'm going to give you this much time and then I forget. So let me start a timer. I'm going to put 1 minute on the clock. So starting the poll. This is number 169. This is number 173. And then this one on the far right is number 180. And I didn't start my timer. There we go. It started now. So you guys can just vote on what you'd like to see me play with today. If you saw I'm letting my subscribers and my viewers vote on stuff now because I thought that would be something fun to start doing. Um, on my video where I shared, I think I put it up yesterday, that I smashed another 12 by 12 paper pad for Christmas cards. Um, I had people put in the comments their top 2 choices for the next paper pack I'm gonna or collection I'm gonna smash for my Christmas cards. So um, I'm gonna give it probably another day, see what votes come in, and then I'll start working on smashing a paper pad because I'm gonna start working on smashing it in May. So yeah, I have to give it another day. Tomorrow is May. Tomorrow is May. Can you believe it? Okay, time's almost up. All right, there's the timer done. Let's see what it says. So with 60% of the vote, here's our winner, number 180. So our more traditional kind of palette. And I like it. I like all the colors. So let me kind of looking at that palette. Let me grab some pattern papers first. See if I can find my more Christmas themed tray or bin of pattern papers because you all know I don't have enough pattern papers. Let's see, give me a second. Sorry to have you just staring at that color cube, but what are those colors? We'll pull out some pattern paper because that's usually what I um, gravitate towards. Sometimes I wonder, do I love Christmas so much because I'm a pretty close to Christmas baby? I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, let's see. Here's some not too shabby pattern papers. Let's see what I have. This has more of the blues that was in that other color palette, so not that one. But and I'm sorry if I miss saying hi to anyone. I see Cece, welcome, my friend. No, their imperfect packs are sold out. Aw, that just means that they keep very good cardstock in stock. Um, I'm sure they'll come back again at some point when they have to clean out and go through more papers, see any that got damaged. I'm telling you, the damages were so small. I could barely tell there was anything wrong with them. I think I might do this one. It has some like let's see. We have this, what is it? White smoke, I think is kind of like a very pale blue. We have the greens, the reds, the burgundy's not quite in this one. That's okay. We'll go with it. You love Christmas most and you're born in October. I just have fun with Christmas. I enjoy watching other people open their gifts. I think that's the most fun I have. I don't I don't need presents. I really don't. And I tell my family that. They don't listen, but I tell them I really don't need presents, you guys, because um I have everything I need. My husband and I are very blessed that we truly have everything we need. Hold on, guys. I'm going to see if I have another palette here. I mean, another paper pad. What did I say? Oh, no. Just don't know. Yeah, hopefully they restock their imperfect paper pads soon, but who knows? Okay, let me grab a stencil. Let me grab a stencil. Oh, you know what we can do? I know. Hold on. I know I have it in here somewhere. It's a Christmas sweater stencil. Let's see. That's not the one I want. Here we go. That one. And then I can just find some inks and I can make my own little Christmas sweater, right? If I knew. Let's see what colors. I'm going to get out my ink cubes just because they're easier to fit on my desk and to grab versus all the other ink cubes on my wall. I mean, ink pads, the full ink pads on my wall. Paper, I need paper. And I know I have paper because I just cleaned my room again. I have to clean every time I craft. It's just what it is. Okay, hold on. I just have to. I can't craft in a messy room. And I had a cleaning lady come today too. So my floor is all vacuumed. My house is smelling all nice and clean. So I should probably keep it clean for a minute anyway. She even got some of the smudges off the walls from my grandkids that were still here that I didn't get off the walls. So that was nice. All right, let's see. Let's find some colors. Colors. So what I should be doing is every time I pull out a card, if I find inks or markers or color pencils or inks that are the right color, I should be writing them down. Because I also got the digital. I not only got the actual physical cubes, but I got the digital version that goes with it. So I should do that. But should. Oh, excuse me for that yawn. Should and do are completely different things. Okay, so this is its teal. Maybe this one. I don't know. I wonder if I should use my distress inks instead. Maybe. I'm gonna think for a minute, you guys. This is how I craft. I have to think for a minute. You know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull out my little distress cubes because I know I'll get that burgundy color in those cubes. Okay. Sorry for the racket. All right. Go through these then. All right. So now I can kind of, if I can find that teal. Mm-hmm. Like it doesn't even look like a teal. It looks more like, let me see if this will work. This is pine needles. I think pine needles will work. Yeah, I'm going to use that one. And then seafoam. Maybe evergreen bound. It's on the wrong side. Nah. Maybe cracked pistachio. That one might work. White smoke is going to be probably weathered wood. That's about the lightest I think I can get, other than doing white. Scarlet and then burgundy. So scarlet, scarlet, scarlet. Maybe not. Yeah, barn door. And then I need that burgundy color. Huh. Oh. Aged mahogany. Okay. Okay, those are my colors. Let's scooch this off to the side. And then let me get my what's it called? I know I had a sticky mat. Oh, I'll get my waffle flower mat thingamabob. It's in my Misty. I went to try and order one today. I didn't go directly to Waffle Flower, but I went to scrapbook.com and they didn't have them. So I'm probably going to have to go straight to Waffle Flower to get another one. Okay. All right, there we go. Then I can put my card down. See if I don't make a total mess of this. So this is the Nordic Sweater Stencil by Cat Scrappiness. And you guys know I have a ton of Cat Scrappiness products. Oh my goodness. Words are hard sometimes. Okay. Is that straight? I hope so. Look how strong these magnets are. It sticks right through the mat. Because my sticky is not sticking as well. I mean, maybe I just didn't press hard enough. Oh yeah, it's working. Okay, my colors right here. Now, I think I'm going to start in the center. I'm going to go in the order that they are. So, I might want, yeah. So, but I'm going to start blending with weathered wood first, since that's the lightest color. And let me see. I guess I'll use this one. And we'll just see how it goes. So if I do burgundy, then the red, then the weathered wood. Yeah. Oh, went too dark. Too dark, you guys. But watch. But watch, there's a backside. Okay, weathered wood. I need to lighten up on that. I always go in with such a heavy hand when I'm ink blending. Not, it's not okay that I'm so heavy-handed. Okay, so let me see if I take off some of the ink. Let me get, oh, I'm just gonna get this piece of cardstock here and take some of it off so that I'm not going in and doing what I did a minute ago. That's a little better. I've always been so heavy-handed at everything I do. Even the way I walk, apparently. My mom used to tell me she knew I was coming a mile away because I kind of stomp when I walk. I told her, Mom, it's just that, like, I was always in a hurry. Oh, I'm still always in a hurry to get things done. So I was constantly like heavy footed. My mom would say in Spanish que taloneaba mucho. Tú taloneas mucho, which means talon, talon is the heel of your foot. So talonear is to step heavily with the back of your foot. And I was just like, oh, well, that's who I am. So sad. Too bad. Okay, then I'm going to go in with barn door. And I love my mama when she tells me things like that because it just is. Um, yeah, that seems about right. So I'm going to go right here with barn door. Goodness gracious. Why is talking so difficult for me sometimes? Okay, we'll see how this turns out. It may just be ugly sweater. That's all there is to it. And I'm going to go up here. So guys, May is almost here. Anybody have any good special plans for Mother's Day? Yes. Christmas colors, my friend. Hi, Polly. Hi. Coyote's best shopping for my puppy. Hmm. Oh, those are empty. What is the name of that candy? Ferrero Rocher cases. You know how at Christmas they sell the big box? I don't like those candies, but my niece knows to save the boxes for me, so she saves them for me. Hold on, guys. I got to check something real quick. Really quick. Oh, okay. I had to fix something on my settings because it was glitching on me. That's what you keep yours into. Hey, they're free because my niece gives them to me and they store them perfectly. They fit just perfectly. Oh, how fun! A Mother's Day brunch riverboat cruise. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. Um, I don't know what we're doing for Mother's Day. I never know till the day of. They usually surprise me with whatever they're doing. So, and I'm okay with that. I do need to figure something out for my mom though. And she's funny. You know how I was saying, I don't need any presents. I have everything I need. My mom's the same way, but still, I don't want to show up without a gift for her. So I'm always like, what do I do? What do I do? I used to get her puzzles because she loves doing puzzles. But my mom has macular degeneration, which means she's basically going blind. She can't really see. So I don't want to do that anymore because my sister says she told me stop giving her puzzles. She's her eyes are straining really badly. So I said, okay, no more puzzles for mom. Um, so usually what I'll do now is give her some kind of handmade gift. Like I gave her a gift. I made a little wall plaque that said mom, and then in the middle of the word mom, I had all four of our names. Um, so those kinds of things for her. I know she appreciates them. One year that I had worked on something for quite a while was a cross stitch that I had framed, and the pattern was of a sewing machine because my mom's a seamstress. She loves to sew. Well, she can't sew anymore because she can't see, but she loved to sew. And she loved that. And she just kept looking at it and looking at it and saying, "Did you make this?" And I said, "Yes, mom." "Why did you make this?" And it was like, "Mom, I just cross stitched. There's a pattern on there. I just had to follow it. It was really easy." So she was quite impressed. And I was happy that she liked it. Always makes me happy when she likes it. My sister and brother, both my sisters and brother used to tease me because so I was daddy's girl and very spoiled by my father and um, could do no wrong in my father's eyes. And of course, I would get teased about that. But then I forgot what I gave him one year. I gave him something, and it just brought him to tears. And my dad was a very emotional man. He would cry at the drop of a hat, which that's part of one of the things I loved about him most. He wasn't afraid to show his emotions. So it was I think it was birthday or Father's Day. I don't remember what it was. But he just broke down in tears and was just he loved the present so much. And they were like, "Really? Really, Yvette? Was it the goal to make dad cry? Is that what the goal was, to see who could make dad cry the most?" And I was like, "No, I just got him something I thought he would like, and he liked it. Not my fault." But yeah, I try and get them something thoughtful. Think about what they like, what they want, not just what they need. Because we're like I said, we're very blessed. If we need something, and my parents were the same way. If they needed something, they got it, and that's all there was to it. Um, but you know, sometimes a nice uh, sentimental gift is just the right thing. And I won't forget that. My dad was so appreciative, and he was just like, What what did I give him that I don't even remember what it was. What did I give him? I wish I could remember. It was so many years ago. But then, of course, the next year it was like, "You better not make him cry again." Well, I can't guarantee anything. I just might. Gotta find another way to store these blending brushes. I thought the spacing in here was big enough that I could get it in without bending the bristles, but the bristles got kind of bent on this one. So I gotta figure something else out. Maybe once I have my pegboard up on the wall, I can find another something to store them in. Hopefully, we'll go get the pegboard this weekend. I thought I was gonna do it last weekend, and life got in the way, and I got sick, and I had a kidney stone, so nothing happened last weekend. All right, are we ready? See if I got those colors close enough. Hi, Christina. Welcome, my friend. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, right? I got those colors. I did it. Oh, that turned out nice. Why don't I make another one? So I can maybe make two cards. What I do with my cardstock. Okay. So being daddy's girl had its benefits, its perks. I was very spoiled by my father, very spoiled. I don't know if I've ever shared, but like when as an adult, um, I would go visit my parents, and I still visit my mom every weekend, if not more often. So if I missed a weekend for some reason, kids had baseball or soccer or whatever the reason was, if I missed and I didn't call and let them know, hey, I'm not going because of whatever the reason. Um, should clean this first. Sure enough, I would get a call from my dad saying, "Hey, Mija, I bought you something. Come over to the house." And it would be just a silly little anything because my dad loved to go to what was the 99-cent store before, and he would find little trinkets or whatever and just buy them and then tell me, "Come on over. I bought you something." I didn't need him to buy me something to go over, but that was my dad. That's just how he was. And his birthday just passed this weekend. His birthday was Saturday. He would have been 99 years old. So it was a hard day because I will never stop missing my daddy. And that was another thing my brother and sisters used to give me a hard time about. It, like I said, I was daddy's girl, so I called him daddy till the day he died. He was daddy, and they would give me a hard time. They're like, You're a grown woman." It's like, and so I can call him daddy. And he knew that's how I referred to him. So I'm going to go a little bit whiter and a little bit darker with this. What was it? Weathered wood? Yeah. See how that looks. I mean, whiter on the paper. Kind of more of the space on the paper to be this color. But yeah, they'd give me a hard time. You're a grown woman. You have kids of your own. Why are you calling him daddy? Because he's my daddy. And he will always be. And you know what? Can I ask you guys something? So, oh, my granddaughter's birthday was on the 27th. She turned 12. Oh, um, what was I going to say? Oh, so I don't know if this is a Latina thing or I don't know. But so like when my siblings and I are talking to each other and we'll say, if we're talking about our parents for some reason or asking like if I call my sister and say, "Hey, how's my mom doing?" And she's like, "She's good," and or it's always my mom and my dad. They're all our parents. We have the same parents. And like I would hear my friends when they would talk to their siblings about their parents, would just refer to them as, instead of saying, "Hey, how's my mom doing?" It'd be like, "Hey, how is mom doing?" And it would like, I- and it's just always been like that. And even in Spanish, "Y mi mamá, ¿dónde está? Mi mamá está en la casa." And it's like, and someone pointed it out to me one time. They said, "Why do you call her? Is she only your mom? Or do you guys have different moms or different dads?" It's like, no, that's just what we say. So she's my mom and he's my dad, my daddy. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Yes, we're giving your daughter a heavenly toast. May she have a beautiful heavenly birthday. So yeah, he we do that. So do you guys like if you refer like I get when you're talking to strangers and you're talking about your parents, you say, "Oh yeah, my mom and my dad," or whatever. But amongst siblings, and you have the same parents, Do you do that, or is it just you just refer to them as mom and dad, not my mom and my dad? Are we just weirdos? I think we might be. Okay, and wipe this off a little bit. Like sometimes we'll say or do things, and it's like, is it just us? Is it something we do in our family? But then I know other Hispanic families that it's the same thing, and it's like, okay, is it just among the Latino community? What is it? What is it? I want to know. Like at parties, here's the thing, and this is just maybe it's just our family. I don't know. It's not just our family. I've seen it other families. My husband's family is huge. It's a huge family. So if you go to a gathering, like let's say for Thanksgiving when everybody gets together at his aunt's house, everybody goes for like a lunch, potluck lunch at his aunt's house every Thanksgiving. I mean, the crowds have been getting smaller, people's lives have gotten busier, but when we go, it's like you need to go and greet everybody that's already there when you get there. And then when you leave, you need to say goodbye to each person before you leave. So really, it's smart to be the first one there because then people just have to come greet you, and to be the last one to leave because then you don't have to say goodbye to anybody. Because I kid you not, it's a half hour at least of greeting and a half hour of saying goodbye every time, if not longer. Because my mother-in-law is one of 12 children, and my father-in-law was one of eight children. And so imagine all those siblings plus their kids and their kids' kids, and now their kids, because of course we're at an age where some of the cousins are now um, great grandparents. I told my granddaughters, we're not playing that game. I am not going to be a great grandma, so don't even try. And they just say, yes, grandma. So just mom and dad, huh? Amongst we do my mom and dad. So it's like if I call her, like if I call her today just to check on my mom, I'll say, hey, how's my mom doing? Hi, Mary, how are you? Oh, no, I didn't get it. I really wanted to, but trying to be good. Trying not to spend too much. As my husband gets closer to retirement, he's getting more and more nervous about saving. And so I'm trying not to spend as much so we can save a little more and just have a little cushion for when he retires. He should be able to retire, God willing, next September. So about a year and a half away. Okay. But we'll see because the best laid plans can not always come to fruition. My mom used to tell us, uno pone y Dios dispone. So it's like, okay, so we learned you can make plans, but they don't always work out that way. So we have to learn to adapt, adjust and adapt. The gatherings are beautiful, my friend. It's a lot, but it's beautiful. So you just say mom and dad. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's my mom and my dad. It's always been like that. And it never even dawned on me that that wasn't like I don't even know that I or realized that I was saying my mom and my dad. Until somebody pointed it out and asked, why do you guys have different moms, different dads? Why do you say that? And I was like, nope, it's my mom and my dad. And then they said, no, the rest of the world, normal people. Just say mom and dad when they're talking to their siblings. So, all right. Well, we're not normal. We've already established that. But it's just how it is. And the reason I say it must be a Latino thing or Hispanic thing is because so my husband's family is the same way. When he's talking to his brothers about his parents, it's usually in Spanish, but if it is in English, it's still my mom and my dad. But in Spanish, it's mi mamá, mi papá. And so it's like, okay, still the my thing. I don't know. All right, let's see how this one turned out. Okay, okie dokie, okie dokie. Then maybe we can make a card or two. Oh, so pretty. So this one I did a little darker and that middle section just a little wider than the first one. All right, let me put this mat away. Back where it goes in my MISTI. And then what do I need to do? Kind of, you find card base. And maybe trying to find a sentiment. Hold on, guys. No. Sometimes I forget I'm live, you guys, when I'm looking at things. Sorry about that. I know you're all here. It's not I forgot about you. It's just, I don't know. I forget that I need to not just stay quiet because you'll think that I froze or disconnected or something. I think I'm going to use a die that says warm hugs, right? Because doesn't Christmas sweater just make you think of warm hugs? So what's this one? It's from Simon Says Stamp. It's the warm hugs die. Okay, so then I think I'm going to trim these down. I could die cut them with a rectangle die. Let me find. Maybe some cardstock for a layer, a matte layer. Maybe. Let me try. Let's see what I do here. Getting a mess. This is why I have to clean up every time because I just throw things off to the side. Let me get my plates to die cut. I just throw things off to the side and then it's like a mess all over the place. All right. So I could probably mat these on this, right? See if I have a green one. Darker green. These are scraps I haven't organized yet. I will get to them eventually. Maybe that green. Okay. What did I do with the... Did I leave the red one out? I did. Okay. Okay, then this can go off. So then... let me bring in my little die cutting machine and let me put my blending brushes away before I drop them all over the place. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to use my master layouts 1 from Gina K to cut my ink blended panel and then a little matte layer. If this is big enough, we will see. We will see if it's big enough. All right. Oh, I hope it didn't shift. This way. You can see what I'm doing. See, very little scrap left there. Okay, so that'll be for the red. Let me cut the green one since I'm cutting it the same size. And ask him. That's a good idea. Yeah, it's got to be a Latino thing. I don't know. And we're not going to change. That's how we've always referred to them. That's how we'll always refer to them amongst ourselves. It's how it is. All right, let's see. This magnet on this thing is strong. Okay. And I don't want to cut into the magnet because this is my last one. I've been cutting into the magnets, the magnet plates, but I don't want to order anymore right now. So I'm trying not to cut into them, into the last one. And actually cut into the cutting plate, which is what you're supposed to do. Okay. And line that up the right way. Hope it stays. Oh, it moved. Where's my tape? Where's my tape? Yeah. But you know, my mom grew up doing the same thing because when I would hear her talk to my aunt and my uncle regarding my grandma, it was the same thing, my mom. So that's how we grew up. Okay. Yay. Okay, those are die cut. So now I'm going to cut out, where's my word die? Here it is. I think it has a shadow. So what I'm going to do is use this matte layer here, guys, to cut my shadow out of, because you're not going to see it behind the pattern, the stenciled. Oh, I almost cut into the plate, guys. Into the stenciled paper. As long as I have it centered. Maybe I'm not going to have it centered. There. Let's try that again. You're prepping for Saturday and your extravaganza Sunday. What extravaganza? Did I miss something? What extravaganza? Please do tell. Do tell. Okay. Again, I almost put it on to cut on the magnet, and I don't want to do that. Getting with my oldest grandson. Oh, how wonderful. I'm sorry you guys have been estranged, but how wonderful that you get to go. Oh, I love that. Graduations are really special events. And my I have a grandchild graduating from high school this year. I think I can get 2 out of that one. So let me try. See if it will work. Yeah, we get to see our second grandchild graduate from high school this year. 2 out of 10. It shifted. Darn it. That's what I get for trying to save on paper. Okay, let me just find a bigger piece. Bigger piece. Maybe not. Maybe I don't have a bigger piece. Look in the other bin. I have 2 bins full of stuff. That one's not big enough. Hold on, guys. Aha. Bigger piece. Paper trimmer. And I'm going to cut it with enough space that if it shifts a little, I'm still okay. Hopefully. We'll see. We will see. Please don't shift. Please don't shift. Okay. Hi, Don. Welcome, my friend. Hi, Mary. Who else did I miss? Linda. How's everyone doing? If I missed you, I'm sorry. I'm going to run it again because like the holographic, I think sometimes takes a second pass to cut through completely. All right, let's see. Did it do it? Yes. Just have to nudge it out. Okay, so I'm going to cut another one for the second card. Now I'll have 2 more cards to add to my Christmas stash. What I need to do, you guys, I know I said it last time, I need to do the inside sentiments on all my Christmas cards. I haven't done that. And I need to. Okay. I think that's all my die cutting for now. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, let me move that. And let's kind of start figuring out what I'm going to do here. Okay. With my husband, he's going to I told you he has a meeting. So I was like, okay, but he's usually home by 3 or 3:30. So I always have dinner ready for him when he gets home. And I said, okay, since you're going to be late, are they going to provide dinner at that meeting? And he said, oh yeah, it's going to be a dinner meeting. I go, okay, cool. I don't have to make dinner. And he's like, because I still want dinner when I get home. Because I told him we were going to have tacos today. So he says, no, I still want tacos. I said, okay. So I have everything ready to put the tacos together. I just haven't, like I have the beans already done and the rice and the meat already cooked. Here we go. Just have to assemble them. Assembly line. of food. Okay. All right. I'm trying not to throw these little bits and pieces on the floor since my rug just got vacuumed today. Okay, so let's put these together, don't we? I've got to remember, and I'm always forgetting until right when I'm about to put it together. When I'm using like a foil or a holographic, I need to put double-sided adhesive on the back before I die cut it. Because if I use liquid adhesive and it oozes out onto the holographic, I know it dries clear, but it kind of looks funny. But I didn't remember today, so glue it is. Liquid glue, that is. Okay. And where are my tweezers? I moved my little cart away from me. I don't know why I did that. So I keep having to get up and down to grab things. I have a little, like a, what do they call from IKEA? Raskog cart with like my glue and my tape runner and scissors and bone folder. And it fits under my desk. So usually I have it right under my desk. I know why I moved it because the cleaning lady was vacuuming underneath. And I just didn't move it back. All right. These colors turned out really pretty. I think I did a pretty good job picking some colors that match that color cube card. All right, let's see. Oh, wish me luck. And then I'm going to flip it over to press it so I don't press down on the holographic paper. There's little hairs. Do you guys ever get those on your die cuts, like on the edges? Those bother me. Tiny little hairs. I once saw somebody say to cut with wax paper between, but I'm afraid that'll mess up my dies. Oh, that looks pretty, huh? Okay, next. Next one, next one, next one. Okay. What am I missing? Yum. I love breakfast for dinner. It's so easy. There's no thinking involved. And not that there's a lot of thinking for tacos, because I cheat and I buy the shredded beef already cooked at a little local market here. And I buy the beans, the refried beans already cooked. It's just me and him. I don't want to make a whole batch. And, you know, I buy the salsa already made. So I'm just like, and I buy the cheese. And I'm just putting everything together. I buy the tortillas. I don't make handmade tortillas. I've never made homemade tortillas. And I told my husband when we were dating or when we were going to get married, you know, if you marry me, I am not your mother. I will not make homemade tortillas. He was like, that's fine. I also won't cook a lot of the things that she did because, ew. She made things like lengua and cachetes and sesos. And if you don't speak Spanish, lengua is tongue, it's cow tongue. Cachetes, the cheeks. I just, nope. I wasn't going to eat that. I wasn't going to cook that. No. And he was okay with it. I was like, if you want to eat that stuff, go to your mom's house. So if he wants to eat that stuff, he goes to his mom's house. All right. Let's put our cards together. Where is my tape runner? It's on my cart. Okay. Now, these master layout dies, the layers are like really, really small borders. So I have to kind of focus and get it on there right. I did it. I did it. So we're going to have one on green, a green matte layer, and one on the red. Okay. Focus again. What did I get? Okay. Now, do I want to pop this up on foam tape? I think so. I think it needs just that extra bit of poof. So, you get my foam tape. Yeah, I just don't, Polly. I was very when we were dating, I was very upfront. I also don't eat seafood, and I just don't eat seafood. My dad worked in a tuna cannery, and we ate tuna nearly every day. And I can't stand the smell of seafood. I don't want to taste it. I just no. So I don't make seafood either. So if he wants seafood, he knows. He knows. I think once he asked me to make scallops for him. So I did, but it was just like holding my breath the whole time. And some people would say that I'm just being a spoiled princess. And yes, I am. I always told my husband, my father treated me like a princess and raised me to be a queen. So, yes, I am a princess and a queen. All right. Yeah, my dad always made sure I knew that whoever I chose to spend my life with had to treat me um, as good as, if not better than my dad did. So my husband knew that too. He was like, well, my dad says I deserve the world. And my husband agrees. So I feel sorry for people that, especially young women that don't have a father figure to help to guide them when they're growing up. Um, I don't know. I guess a mom could do the same thing. But it's just I was fortunate to have such a good dad. Very fortunate. All right, let's put this on our card base. Super blessed to have such a good daddy. Okay, front. I have to make sure it's opening the right way because more often than not, I'll put it on upside down. Which is a me problem. All right. We're a little bit past the hour mark, but she is in a meeting, so hubby's not home yet. And my husband is very spoiled too. I mean, um, I do my best to take care of him, spoil him, whatever he wants. Like if he really wanted to eat seafood or really wanted me to make one of those other things, I would. I'd probably be gagging the whole time, but I would make it. Um, but he he wouldn't ask me to do that. go. And then our green version. So he is very spoiled. And my father-in-law used to tell him too, you better take care of her. You're not going to find another one like her. You better be good to her. So God bless my father-in-law. This turned out cute. I like the way they turned out. Hold on, let me throw these away in the trash. Okay. All right, guys, we did it. 2 cards. 2 cards. Let me get the little card out, the color card. I think we did it right because let's see. I'll cover that up. Just look at the colors. Right? I think I did well. Not bad at all. I made a mess. Oh, okay, guys. So we're finished. Anybody have any questions for me? Oh, I'm so sorry about that, Cece. I can't even imagine. I just can't imagine growing up without my dad. Thank you. Thank you. Made liver a few times. It was so hard for me. Yeah, if he wants liver, he's gonna eat it at a restaurant. I'm not making it. Mm-mm. Oh, thank you, Mary. I appreciate the reminder. Hit that thumbs up, share the live, and subscribe if you don't already. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I I think my husband and I spoil each other. We're good together. Um, and that comes from years and years of growing up together, really. We got married when I was 3 days before I turned 18. So I was still 17 when we got married. And this December will be our 40th anniversary. So we really grew up together. Went through lots of growing pains, and it was, it wasn't always easy. People will say, "Oh, wow, you're married that long. You're so lucky." There was a lot of work involved. There's a lot of love, but there's also a lot of work, especially when you're very young, because when you're very young, you get upset about the dumbest things. The dumbest things, I don't know, if I said I love you and he didn't say it right back fast enough. I mean, that kind of silliness. So, lots of growing up together, and we're very lucky to still be together. Yeah, not very many people hit that anymore. We're very lucky. My parents, I think, were married for 60 plus years. Same with my in-laws. And only because my dad and my father-in-law passed away. They're otherwise they'd still be together. I mean, they're still together, I guess. 'Cause yes, lots of compromise, communication, growth, and affection. Yes, beautiful way to say it. Okay, friends. So May is here tomorrow. I've got to plan out my May. I haven't done that. So I think what I'm going to do with my extra time before the hubby gets home is clean up the little disaster I made in here right now and start to plan my May, figure out what um, design team work I need to get done, what lives I need to do. Because April, I don't think I really planned out any of them. I just kind of decided with you guys the day before on the live before what I was doing. So I need to do that. And also, I should probably eat dinner because if he's going to be home late, I still need to eat dinner or I'm going to end up with a migraine. And nobody wants Yvette with a migraine around here. Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing on my live on Monday. Like I said, I'm going to do my planning right now. But let me think. I don't know. I'll do my planning, but I will be on live Monday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time, and we'll see. We'll see what my live streams hold for us in May. All right, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the chat. Oh, good. Go run errands. Go have fun with your hubby. But we'll see you on Monday. All right, friends? Thanks a lot. Have a great weekend.